All those moments will be lost in time. Like tears in rain. Time to die.
The original Blade Runner is the kind of sci-fi film that comes along once in a generation. Can the sequel, Blade Runner 2049, possibly live up to the hype? I will tell you in my review, but first, please subscribe to GameSpot Universe for more movie reviews, TV breakdowns like Rick and Morty, American Horror Story, and Channel Zero, and follow me on Twitter at Rougeau. Director Denis Villeneuve's new Blade Runner movie takes place 30 years after the original, and over those years, a lot has changed in this hard-boiled dystopian world. Plenty has changed in the real world as well since the original came out in 1982, but it turns out Blade Runner is still at the peak of cinematic science fiction. I don't want to say too much about the plot, but there's plenty of backstory to discuss. In the 30 years since the original took place, the androids known as replicants have been redesigned by Jared Leto's character, Niander Wallace. The new versions are more easily distinguished from humans, and they're allegedly programmed to never disobey.
Happy birthday.
That doesn't mean they're more accepted in society though, and Blade Runners like Ryan Gosling's character Kay hunt down and retire renegade replicants, just like Harrison Ford's character Rick Deckard did in the original.
Proud of yourself, little man.
The characters are pretty different. Deckard was cocky and jaded, while Kay is quiet and determined, but Gosling is just as important to this movie as Harrison Ford was to the original.
What do you want?
I want to ask you some questions.
2049's female stars carry just as much weight as Gosling, Ford, and Leto. Robin Wright steals scenes as Kay's commander, Sylvia Hoeks is a force of nature as Wallace's sidekick Love, and Ana de Armas' character, a companion to Kay, propels some of the movie's most thought-provoking themes, from what it means to be human to how technology isolates people. Visually, 2049 is to the original what 2017 is to 1982. The old CRT displays and newspapers are gone, replaced by holograms that live in your apartment or dance through the streets trying to sell you liquor. There's some truly spectacular special effects on display here. The blend of practical and CG is so believable that this movie will likely be viewed as a benchmark for years to come. Blade Runner 2049 is all atmosphere and slow burn. There are no big CG action scenes or set pieces. The white-knuckled tension Villeneuve has captured in his previous movies like Arrival and Sicario drives this movie instead. It's a perfect tonal evolution from the original. At the same time, 2049 adds a lot to the foundation on which it was built. The story uses the events of the first film as a jumping-off point in a future that has progressed logically in the 30 years between these movies. Things happen during that time that the film often only alludes to, but it all adds color and realism to this world. Whether or not you think we ever needed to revisit the world of Blade Runner 2049 is close to perfection as a sequel. You can really tell that everybody involved in this movie had one singular goal that they all shared: to really do this thing justice, and they definitely succeeded. Thanks a ton for watching. Please subscribe to GameSpot Universe. Let us know what you think of Blade Runner 2049 in the comments or on Twitter. You can reach me on Twitter at Rougeau. You can tell me if you think I screwed anything up in the review, or if you think I'm an android and you want to administer a test to check my empathic responses.